Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Brian, and welcome back to the Rainbow Six Siege Situations Episode 4. In this episode, we're going to be moving on to the next one, in which case it is called Tubular Assault. It is the first episode, situation in which we will be using an actual specialist operator rather than a recruit. And we're going to get right into it, and we're going to be doing this, as usual, on normal difficulty. So let's go.
Airplanes have long been targeted for terrorist attacks. The mobility and the high-profile nature of the attack against random victims appeals to organizations looking to make a name for themselves. This kind of attack, if successful, can make their cause known and increase member recruitment. Tubular assaults provide very little cover and minimal escape routes. The FBI SWAT operator Ash will be deployed for this situation. Her breaching rounds enable you to aggressively seize and control lines of fire.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be throwing out a drone in order to get a better better idea of what the terrorists are, where they are, and what equipment they're running. At the moment, we're only going to be seeing standard equipment, so assault rifles and things of that nature. Nothing fancy. In later situations, we'll be seeing more advanced and more difficult to defeat enemies and things of that nature. So, in this one, there's 11 enemies that we got to go through. We're just going to go find them. Unfortunately, there aren't too many in this first section of the plane. There's only one or two. A couple get startled by our little drone, start firing at it, but thankfully we don't get hit right away. So go room to room. Nothing too serious. Now, we're going to stay on this level for now only because we want to kind of make it easy for us later on to kind of get an so we know what level things are on. So we're going to stay on this level for now. We're going to move downstairs to the luggage hold in order to get that cleared out. So we got a couple of enemies, total of about 5 or 6 on this level. So just get those tagged, move downstairs, and with the situations, these are a very good opportunity for you guys to understand the level, get to know where things are, the ins and outs, and how different operators function before you can actually go and play them in multiplayer after you unlock them. Now, unfortunately, this drone gets destroyed, so instead of sending out another one, we're just going to go in with what we have and take out these enemies. Now, since there is bullet penetration, you can use that. However, I like to kind of keep the element of surprise and make sure everything is as in my favor as I can. So instead of going along the ground floor that we reconned, we're going to go up here because drones can't go up here, unfortunately, unless we go all the way to one end of the plane and go up a ramp. So we're going to do this by hand and just go through, make sure there's no terrorists up here. There usually is not, but there's one in the cockpit. Take him out, but be aware that the ones downstairs will hear the shots that you're firing. So keep that in mind. Since you don't have a suppressed weapon during these situations, you will attract quite a lot of attention if you fire your weapon near other enemies. So we're just going to clear out all of these guys, and we're just going to drop down. We could drop down through the trapdoor, excuse me. In this case, though, we're just going to go down these stairs only because we had 3 enemies come up to us. We want to kind of clear this out and make sure there's nothing else here before we move on to another floor. So we know there are 2 terrorists in the meeting room and 1 are way down the hallway around the corner. So since the first terrorist in the corner there that I'm trying to see can't see us, we have the advantage. Take out that guy and take out him. So now there's only 1 terrorist left on this floor. There's 4 left in the match. Get them. You're all set. You don't have to go back into that back office only because we cleared it earlier. And like I said, they don't move around all that much. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled, but normally you're going to be fine with wherever the terrorists are currently situated. So just move slowly. Now we saw one downstairs earlier, but he's no longer there. He actually moved upstairs to get to us. Don't worry about that too much. Clear out the room down here. Now once we get this guy, there'll be another right around the corner. He comes through because he heard the shots. He wants to get us. No big deal. and the last two are actually going to be down this hole. Now this is weird because the breaching round hit him, but it didn't detonate, it didn't kill him. That's a little unusual for me, at least I think so, but take out the two terrorists, there's only two there, so no big deal, and successfully finish the situation. Now, like I said, this is the first time we actually got to use a specialist operator, in this case Ash of the FBI SWAT counterterrorism unit. There's so many different operators, offense, defense. Play them all, unlock them, play them, see which ones work best, use the ones that are best for the situation. So I thank you all for watching. See you next time.